Hi and welcome to my stream. Today we will have a quick walkthrough of a new plugin I found. It's called Analog Lab Play and it's completely free to download. You just have to visit the default Arturia webpage and you can find it pretty easily. It's probably the best plugin I have ever found as it contains about, I would say, 300 presets, which is really great. I will show you in a while. So once you have it installed, you have to install additional plugins as presets, as it only comes pre-installed with about 100 presets. You do it by clicking this icon, and over here, down there, you see you have a page that says discover more sounds. You can press show all and press free, and over here you'll see I have all of them claimed. Once you install all of them, you will have approximately 300 presets, and it's not just any presets, they sound really good, and the reason for that is because they are modeled based upon really famous synthesizers, like for example ARP 2600 or DX7. Then they have Korg MS-20, Profit 5, Profit VS, and so on. So the sounds are pretty. Actually, some of them are quite famous. Like, I didn't expect this, but if you look really closely, you can find some really famous sounds. Like, I will go to drums, and over here you see there's a beated gong. It's been used in Michael Jackson's Beat It, and it's pretty much the same VST plugin that Michael Jackson has used. I will try to play Beat It, but it's in a different key, so it will sound nothing like the Michael Jackson, but I will try anyway. And by the way, the keyboard is completely transposed. So I will play white keys only, which is usually C major, but look only at the display where, for example, I play this. You see that completely different notes were played. So alright, I will try to play Beat It. This was nothing like Michael Jackson, but you get the idea. The preset is exactly the same. So if you know what he played, you can play pretty much the same thing, I think. So there are quite a few drums, including a drum kit. I will play a little bit of it. You see there's a variety of samples. And you can get quite creative with it. Of course, I don't have a drum kit, so I have to play everything through keyboard, and you can really get some nice sounds with it. I already experimented it once. I managed to get it quite good, but it's difficult on a keyboard. Alright, I will try another preset. There's literally hundreds of them. You see there are 3 presets only that start with a number only, and those are just drums. So for example, I will try cinematic drums, and let's, yeah, this is a little bit better. So it's just the one drum over and over again, but pitched differently. I will try to play something. It's pretty decent actually. I can experiment with phase mix, delay, volume, or reverb. it's actually not a good idea to add reverb to a drum, so I will not try this, but maybe filter. Yeah, I will try this. Maybe comp? No, comp is too much. I will try this. So, as you can see, there are approximately I would say at least 70 drums. Is actually, or 60, I have absolutely no idea, but quite a few. So we will move on. As you see, you have quite a few bass sounds, brass and winds. What will I try? Maybe analog flute? I have never tried this one, so this is boring. I mean, I think I can imagine where would I use it, but I will try Brass Lab. This is decent too. Flute Play Ninja. No, absolutely not. Gentle synth brass. This sound pretty similar. I'd rather try something else. Trumpet ensemble actually. This doesn't actually sound like the trumpet at all, but anyways, I'll move on. Let's see electric pianos. I actually tried a few of these. If I remember it correctly, a hybrid e-piano was quite good. Have a good try. By the way, what I'm showing you right now is kind of biased, as I'm using a microphone at the same time as I use output from my computer, so the speakers, which are quite loud, are kind of distorting the sound. You have to try it for yourself in order to see how it actually sounds. It's pretty nice. You will see it if you try it yourself. I will try to play something else, maybe something quicker. And by the way, if you think it's quiet, you just push master volume a little bit higher. So I will try 94%. Yeah, it's pretty good. And as you can see, you have maybe 20 of them just from the electric pianos. I will try keys, and there's a whole lot of them. I will try Beautiful Things. I played it a little bit already. and this preset is actually quite resource intensive. I have a quad-core CPU, and when I pressed several keys at once, I had 80% CPU usage, and you could already hear the clipping. So 80% CPU usage is not good, and I think I have a multi-core processing available. Yes, it's on, and it was using 80% of my CPU, which is quite a lot. You can see it down here in the bottom right corner. And also I forgot this one thing. I will show you how to set it up. So you can just press, wait a minute, did I move it? Alright, I'm slightly confused. I think there was a button with which you could easily set it up, but I can't see it anymore. It's just about. There was an update just a few days ago. Right now there's another, and I'm kind of confused by it. Anyways, so maybe I will show you this in the next video. But there are some important setup you can do, so that you can play, for example, from two sources at once. And if you want to do this, you can't set it into exclusive mode. Otherwise, you will only be able to use one synth at a time. So this is quite important. So I will show you another presets, maybe Dark Dreams. We'll give it a try. No, I can't imagine playing this. Dark Keys maybe? No. Dreamy Keys? It's too muddy. You can hear it properly. No. Dreamy R&B Keys? You really sometimes have to dig in and try a lot of sounds. There's like lots of them. Fantasy. And this one has a really high CPU usage as well. My CPU was skyrocketing to 70% from just 4 keys pressed at once. And you could almost hear the clipping already. So I will try maybe Magic Keys. Alright, we will move on to leads. And to be honest, I can't really play leads. Dark Drive maybe. No. Broken lead, definitely not. Bay of Fix, what is this? Oh. This is like a sequencer. So you just play one note and there's like a sequence being played. I read out. No, I can't play sequencers. Astro in Space. No. Anthem lead. This is quite distant, although it's supposed to be lead, so. No, I'm playing it like a pet now. I can't really imagine using any of these as a lead instrument. This is morphing too much. 80 synth legend neighbor lead. Oh, 80 synth lead neighbor number 3. Oh, this is terrible. Number 2. I'm not even sure how this one works. I will try a Lucky Man. Alright, I don't know how to play it. This sounded embarrassing. I will try organ. Majestic organ. This one sounded pretty cool, although it's really difficult to play. So this is a pretty decent example of what this VST can do. Alright, I will move on. Alright, I will skip bass and I will move straight to pianos. I already played rusty piano on this channel. This is pretty decent instrument, although you can hear it's ever so slightly out of tune. And once I release the keys, you can almost hear like a rusty sound. I will try it like this. And there's also like a dark ambience in the background. You can hear it like that much, but it's definitely there. I accidentally pressed another key that was out of the scale I was playing in. Anyways, it sounded kind of flat. Never mind. And by the way, these are just the free plugins. You can buy approximately several thousands of new ones for pretty small price actually. One package costs about 10 to maybe 15 or $20, and you have approximately 30 to 60 presets in. So let's say I will press Midnight Drive. Let's imagine I want to buy one. So you can see what kind of presets are over here. So I have several lead sequences, bass, another pad, and there are overall 32 of such instruments, and you can actually preview some of them. So this is an instrument 80s baby. I will have to pay for the Midnight Drive in order to access it, but I can already play. Yeah, it definitely sounds like an 80s instrument, and you can play quite a few of them. Over here there are several of them locked, and you can test them out only after you buy it. So maybe I will try sequencer. I can't play sequencers. Maybe bass, definitive. Alright, it was decent, I would say, but you will really have to search for high quality instruments if you want the best value for your money. If I press show all, you will see there's quite a few of them. I would say there are like 70-80 packages. All of them include at least 30 different presets. So you really have tons of sounds you can buy, and for a pretty cheap price, I would say. So back to free instruments. I will go back to Rusty Piano. I would honestly say this is one of the best free pianos you can buy at the market currently, and the best thing is not just the piano, you get hundreds of instruments for free, and it's pretty much everything you need in order to start with the music production, from pianos to percussions all the way to strings, and the strings are pretty decent too. Like, I will play Celtic Village. This is another free instrument, and those violins are really great. I will try to play something. Wait. I will increase the volume, and you can really play with the settings here. So I can increase brightness, for example. I will leave it over here. Timbre. Alright, there was not that much of a difference. And movement. Movement is quite important with the strings. I will leave it at 0.45. I will keep a reverb where it is, or maybe slightly. Yeah, and I will try to play it now. They will have way more movement, so you will hear how I can flow from one chord to another quite smoothly. So I will try it now. I would say these are really first-rate strings, and they are for free, which is unbelievable. But they are quite melancholic, as you could hear. It's kind of hard to get something fast-paced and happy from this preset, but you don't have to worry, as there are quite a few other presets. For example, you can try staccato strings, and these are really decent too. But you have to master the staccato, which is quite hard. I will try to play something. And I will try to add some motion, because it was quite robotic, as you could hear. There's absolutely no motion at all by default. I think this is the best. I will try to add some color as well. Like this, a little bit, and definitely some reverb. 0.3 maybe, and I will increase their volume. Alright, and then let's try it with some motion. that's too much motion. They didn't even sound like staccato anymore. Maybe 0.1. Yeah, I would say this is quite realistic. So I will try to play something that actually sounds kinda professional. Maybe I will add some more reverb. 0.6. Let's give it a try. And let's push volume a little bit further. Let's see. That was, I think, pretty good. And so it sums up the review. I think, or maybe one more extra. There are also vocals which are really decent. There are voice and strings and a I don't know how to pronounce it. Vocal choir, maybe. And this is a really decent preset as well. I will give an example. Little bit more volume over. All right. And it's quite suiting choir. There's a feminine voice in the upper register. Alright, this was too much. And the masculine in the lower register. And you can mix them together pretty easily. And one example where you can use such choir is when you are producing a track and you already have some backing track, but you don't know what kind of lyrics or what kind of melody you will sing on top. So you can just improvise something on the keys, like this. And you can see what kind of melodies work well with the backing track. And once you have it finished, you can just replace the choir for your singing. And I think it would save you quite some time. And the last preset is the voices and strings. It's pretty much what the description says. It's basically like a divine orchestra playing in some kind of choir of a church, and in my opinion it sounds divine. I kind of like it. Alright, and that sums up our review. Thank you for watching, and if you liked the video, don't forget to subscribe and like. Thank you.